各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩轩辕剑3云和山的彼端 or as we know it in English, 轩辕Sword 3 Miss Beyond the Mountains. Hello everyone, welcome to our usual stream, kind of. I'm gonna try to scroll really far down because this game does not put you in the right spot. Alright, yes, this should be the correct one. Hello, Ocean Queen, welcome, welcome. Anyway, you might remember we are still doing the... what am I trying to say? The continuation of this dungeon. Yeah, we're at file 100. We have the happy fruit. Yeah, we probably should... Alright, get rid of the wimps first. 60, 80, and 3. And Morbay powder. There you go. That's the way forward, I believe. But before we do that, I'm going to check something. And then the Prince of Tashkent says, like, this is already high enough. It should be safer up here, shouldn't it? The sounds of killing are from below are very loud. I wonder if Master Huiyan is still doing all right. Anyway, like, thinking more about it, he really is a very good person. We should go to the front together and take a and look down to take a look, or look downwards. Anyway, Huang Lei. I am Huang Lei. I am Huang Lei. Let's see. How do I say this? Yeah, this is just stuff when you say reporting, Lord. I guess Lord Gao, or maybe like I did, Lord Gao. Let's see. What is going on here? Did I not command you to come over to this to this canyon and set up an ambush? Let's see. General, it is all because of that that traitor Huiyan. He secretly informed those Abbasid barbarians and leaked our movements and the plan. Oh, I see what you're doing here. Give me one sec. But yeah, that's what I thought. One sec, I just want to doing some advanced work. Oops. Let's see. Lord Huang, you mustn't falsely you mustn't make false accusations. The Abbasid army had already reached us. It was our own carelessness. We did not predict that they would take a shortcut. Let's see. Duan Shu, what nonsense are you speaking? Let's see. Was our ambush plan not delayed because of that lousy monk? That is because you yourself used the mechanical beast to challenge him. So that is why we were delayed. Wow, it's actually kind of technically Duan is actually a subordinate, so he shouldn't be like the fact that he's actually actively challenging his own superiors statement is actually pretty like not a thing that would happen normally. But I think because Duan is on Huiyan, well, he knows Huiyan, he's like, no, you're not going to get away with it. And he was kind of he's kind of been in opposition with how Duan has been doing things, so that's kind of a big deal. That's enough. All of you, be quiet. Anyway, let's see. All of you are useless. I shall go. I shall return and investigate this matter. Let's see. At the present, we will talk more about this after. Or let's see. At the present, you should just go ahead and deal with those Abbasid, those damn Abbasids before us. Oh, Huiyan is here. Oh. Master Huiyan. It's good that you are safe and unharmed. I was worried that my words spoken out of anger would cause you to lose your life. Thank you for being for your concern for me, both of you, Septim and Mr. Yuan. Let's see. I am fighting because of the beliefs I held. Let's see. I held whole day today. Why would I act? Let's see. Why would I act impetuously? Amitofo. Or Amitabha. Sorry, I'm switching English. It's just that, Mr. Yuan, I am truly sorry. I used up my energy to the very last moment, but I was still not able to stop this battle. That is all right. But what will you do? What will you do next? Are you going to go back and are you going to go back down and fight? No. There are far too many of them. Even no matter how hard I work to split the two sides. How do I say this? It would be merely in vain. Anyway, continue. Let's see. At the moment, the advantage is with the Tang army, and this General Gao is a long-time acquaintance of mine, long-time acquaintance of mine. It seems that all I can do is wait for the Tang army to attain victory, and then go to General Gao to gently persuade him to pull his forces back. Master Huiyan, now I Yuan truly believe you are acting selflessly. Let's see. With regard to my rude words from earlier, or he says in Chinese towards you, like he was about to say like apology. It's like usually the start of an apology, so I had to change it in English word order, so I used And then Rian says like, be careful, there are enemies. Oh, of course. Let's smack these fools. It should be fairly easy. 120, 160, and 6. Septum. It is still very dangerous here. I shall take Prince Ren to an even safer place to hide. Or we should take. I think he says we should take, but sorry, I might have read that too fast. Oh right, well at least we've lowered the stones. Yeah, sorry, it's we. The Huiyan, 180, 240, and 9. Is there anything down here? No, that's the way we came. Oh, they got the advantage. Ow. Ow. Dead. One 180, 240, and 9. More powder. That is the dragon bone wood. Oh, let me get my herb though. A dead end. Oh, let's see how this is. There's no other pathway. It seems like this is a dead end. And at present, we have no way of going down. All we can do now is... Let's see. Let us stay here for now and quietly wait for this battle to end. both of you, look. There are many, many Arab soldiers coming this way. Coming to, let's see, coming to as reinforcements, or charging as reinforcements charging in. Maybe that would be better. Oh. Yep, and here comes the Abbasid army. And the soldiers is like, Lord Gao. Let's see. The situation has worsened. Let's see. What are you doing? Why are you so nervous? Says Gao Shinzi. Let's see. How do I say this? There suddenly appeared a large amount of Abbasid units who have come to as reinforcements. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. The soldier says, like, at present, the enemy is of high morale. Our army cannot hold them back. Are gradually growing unable to hold them back. Please advise us. Huang Li says, like, Lord Gao, what is there to be afraid of? Behind us, there is a unit of 10,000 more soldiers who are coming here, who are making their way, pushing their way forward here. To here, let's see. Let's see. Well, hold on. Let's see. 1 second. I think it's actually a typo, but anyway, let's see. Go over there and tell them to hurry over, hurry here. And the soldier says, "Yes, I have yes." And then it's in Chinese is 得令. 得令 means like I've received your command, but that does sound a little bit redundant in English, so I'll just say yes, sir, because that's all he's trying to say. Amitabha, how did the situation end up like this? I never would have thought that the Arab soldiers would end up being, that it would be the Arab, let's see, how do I say this? That it would be the Arab army's turn to be at an advantage. Let's see. Those Arab warriors appear to be unafraid of death. They are killing enemies at the cost of their own lives. In contrast, the warriors of the Tang Kingdom lack that type of fighting spirit. They are merely trying to meet the enemy attack. Let's see. The followers of Islam believe that if they die in battle for the sake of Allah, their spirits can go directly to heaven. Hold on, I'm just making sure something. Yeah. So that is why in battle they will often face death with little fear. Face death with no fear, something like that. I think that's this, or they're very brave. Yeah, for them, like, I think this is, and that's actually pretty accurate, that there are some even very extremist our Islamic groups that believe this. So that is why they use that to decide to suicide bomb people, innocent people, or their enemies, and sometimes unfortunately innocent people with it too. And it's horrible, but that is like kind of the extreme version of that. This this belief. Granted, most Islamic people are not this crazy, are not going to, like, Islam armies are not going to be at that level of fanaticism, but like it does, like this belief does happen, it is real, and it's not an indictment against Islam. It's just that some people take it too far. But you know, yeah, I mean, you can indict all religions, to be honest. People have done terrible things in the manner of all religions, just to be clear, and I'm not going to throw stones, because I know it's most of those people of practicing different things, would be my own Christianity, or like, I know, and even that term is a blanket term for many different subdivisions, or Islam, or Buddhism, or whichever, like all types of terrible things have happened because of any of those religions. So just to make it clear, I am not indicting Islam alone, or saying Islam is the worst religion or anything like that. The soldier says, "Reporting, this is not good." Gao Xian just says, like, "What is it now? What is it now? Did I not tell you to?" Did I tell you to inform the rear unit to hurry over at great speed? With great speed. The soldier says, because you, Lord Gao, decided to hurry. Let's see. To have your army hurry to reinforce Lord Huang, so a great number of our units are present have fallen far behind. There is no way they will be able to make it. Let's see. Ah, yes, 岂有此理. A term you will hear a lot in Chinese dramas, and I myself have used that word. But in any case, it just means But yeah, it often means like when a situation is so absurd. Anyone. But anyway, let me see. Anyway, he would just say like, this word hun zhang is more like bastard or like, damn, this how absurd. Let's see. Then why was I able to make it to the battlefield in time? All useless fools, the lot of you. The unit that has fallen behind and can't make it in time numbers how many at present? The soldier says like, reporting. At estimation, it should be more than half the force. Oh boy. What? Gao Xianzi says, what? More than half? And then the soldier hears like, Lord Gao, the situation is bad. And then Gao Xianzi says like, useless. A lot of useless fools, all of you. And the soldier's like, And it's like, he says like, speak. To the soldier that just came in, by the way. Let's see. The Abbasids have sent people to go to various kingdoms in the various armies of the kingdoms of the western frontier to broadcast to them, like as in like to spread word to them, saying that we of the kingdom of Tang have gone in and out of the western frontier and let's see, and invaded and destroyed small kingdoms at will. I think like maybe that's the way. It just means like going. They've been doing it at like they could at any given time maybe, and that. Oh, yep. I'm just double checking my work here, but I think I know how to translate this one. Sorry. Sorry, there's a lot of fancy words going on. But anyway, but nothing to. At present, different kingdoms of the western frontier. Oh, sorry. At present, all of the kingdoms of the western frontier have decided to rebel, and sharing a common enemy, they have decided to attack our army of reinforcements in our rear. Gao Xianzi says, what? The F. The equivalent of the F word. But anyway, he says, well, in any case, you I'm actually curious. I actually should have probably like looked up how the actual battle went, because I'm very curious how close it is to the real, like how the battle actually unfolded. Like, damnation, those damn barbarians of the western frontier, to think they would they would change allegiance at the drop of a hat. They would, or dare change allegiance. Let's see. Look! The tide of battle has had a great turn. That Gao Shen, it seems like that Gao Shenzi is angry to the point, or like it's like angry to the point he's about to go crazy. I mean, like, maybe that's way. Change your allegiance just before battle. Yeah, I can see. Actually, that would be better. I think that's actually what he's trying to say. To think they would dare change their allegiance just before battle, maybe. In any case, yeah, I think I think that's better. I think that's makes sense. In any case, either that or just saying like, well, anyway, we could let's continue on. Hold on, let me think. Okay, I was about to say it again. That Gao Shen, it seems like that Gao Shenzi is about to be so angry. He would go mad. Let's see. It seems like the victor is determined. In this battle, the kingdom of Tang will be the losers. It seems like God, he says, not the Christian God, by the way. It seems like the God in heaven has eyes, and that's a very common Chinese expression, by the way. It's not a reference to the Christian God. It's just a reference to like a deity in Chinese mythology. So just to make it clear, it's not that one. It's not that God. And you will hear it a lot in Chinese dramas and Chinese period dramas too, because it's a very common expression. Who asked the people of the kingdom of Tang to commit wrongs and then receive their just deserts? I truly wish for the Arab army to go straight and fight all the way to their capital of Chang'an. Mr. Yuan, if I were to wish to ask you to persuade the Abbasids to pull back their forces, would you would you be willing to do that? Me? Ask the Arabs to pull their forces back? You have to be joking. The Tang Kingdom The Khan Kingdom for no reason destroyed my home, or like my family, yeah. And now the Arabs are taking revenge for me. I don't like. I am filled with joy. In Chinese, it literally means like I can't even like. It's like it's more in Chinese. The expression is like I didn't even have time to feel joy yet, which is a very Chinese way of saying it, but I'm just changed it to something more appropriate for English. Mr. Yuan, if I were to beg you for the sake of the common people, what then? Mr. Yuan, I originally planned to go myself to the Tang encampment to convince Gao Xianzi. To try to persuade Gao Xianzi after the Tang army contained victory. Now the situation has. Now the tides have turned, and I have no affiliation with the Abbasids. So all I can do is beg you to. How do I say this? Let me think. Let's see. All I can do is beg you for the sake of myself and the common people to come out with the reason that vengeance has already been achieved, to ask the Abbasids to pull back their forces. Yeah, I know. In China, it's a little bit of a run-on sentence. Sorry, I wonder if I could make it better in translation, but that's really what he's saying. He's saying like basically there's no way he can persuade the Abbasids because he has no affiliation or existing relationship with them, unfortunately. So only Lord Rian couldn't do that. And he's saying like, well, they've already achieved your goal of taking revenge. Can you like tell them to back off now? If it is you begging me, master, old master, Yuan, even though I am not, Yuan, even unwilling, will naturally be unable to refuse. But I think in actual history, it was like the cost of this battle just was way too high, so nobody wanted to. I don't think the Abbasid army in actuality wanted to continue going. It did change the balance of power in their region, but there would be no battle in Chang'an after this from the Abbasid side. Right. The Halif of the Arabs was already very dissatisfied when when your kingdom of Tang decided to raise soldiers to help the Umayyads. So in actuality, he was just using my cause as an excuse to send out troops to take revenge on the kingdom of Tang. Yeah. And then Hui is just like, so it. So that is also the case, isn't it? Could this all be the will of heaven? Amitabha. He's basically like, crap. That's also true too. Let's see. Huang Lei, you yourself must take a good look. For the sake of your own... Hold on, let's see. Oh, I want to make... but I think I already, like... Yeah. For the sake of your own glory and riches, what terrible crime you have wrought. You have let's see. Once I'm just trying to make sure I am using the right English words for this. Hold on, one sec. Sorry guys, give me one sec. I am almost ready. Let's see. What great wrong you have brought upon the common people. I think that's the way. He's basically saying you've now created, like, now you have brought, like, I guess in a sense, like, something horrible onto the common people. Yeah, oopsie. The soldier here says, like, reporting. Not good. The rear ... Gao Xianzhi says, like, silence. Duan Xiushi says, like, Lord Gao. Retreat. Retreat. All units, retreat. Lord Gao, our soldiers are still fighting on the front, a fierce battle on the front lines. If we were to retreat like this now, would that not mean that we are sending them to their deaths? All right, so this is a idiom. I guess, like, let's see. Duan Xiushi. Lord Gao is merely taking into account the bigger picture. As you know, the ones higher up need not involve themselves in mere trifles. You, a mere lowly how would you, a mere lowly magistrate official, understand? Oh yeah, he was just saying like, oh well, it's not our problem. They for the bigger picture, like who cares for them? Oh, of course he would. Let's see. But you as commander, who are commanders of others, if you yourselves choose to flee because of fear, and abandon those on the battlefield who are those subordinates of yours on the battlefield who are fighting a battle to the death, in the future, how will you be able to face anyone? Or like how would you still have face? I guess I'm not sure how to translate this in English way, but maybe this is like. But I guess I'll go for the more literal translation. In the future, how will you face anyone? Yeah, and he's including himself since he's also higher up. Oh yes, he's including himself. Sorry, I apparently can't read pronouns. My bad. But we as commanders of others, yes, he's including himself because he himself is a command, as he is also a commanding officer. Sorry, I don't read pronouns apparently. Thank you. But yeah, so he's the only commanding officer that actually feels like he needs to take responsibility for this situation. I do wonder what they could realistically do. I mean, they probably have to have a slow retreat. Either the slow retreat, or how would they have them pull back? But like tactically, probably they would have to make a very slow retreat to try to not break formation. But I'm not really sure. But Duan feels that they need to take care of this situation. Anyway, damn it, Duan Xiushi. Are you the general or am I the general? If I say we retreat, we retreat. Go! And yep, it's time to flee. And the soldiers realize they're fleeing. So now this is going to be a bloodbath. Because fleeing soldiers have their backs turned to the enemy, and that means they're sitting ducks. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like the Tang army is beginning to be routed. It seems like over there in the Tang kingdom, there is no such thing as a method by which one may always obtain victory. In the let's see. In this battle, the Arab numbers were far smaller, and yet in the end they obtained they won. Who asked them to be? Who asked them to not to be untrustworthy, to commit so many wrongs? At this moment, they really are paying for their crimes. Oh, he's just saying the same thing. Anyway, I hope that the army of Islam will be able to fight kill their way to the kingdom of Tang, and make these how do I say this? And make these Tang kingdom beasts taste the pain of watching their own kingdom be destroyed. ... I know. And Septim and Lorien are continue to talk. But of course, that doesn't, all that, taking revenge doesn't really matter to, like, heavens. Now what should I do? What should I do? Our kind Buddha, please show this foolish student of yours the way. And then let me see. Tell him let's see. Sorry, just double checking something. Let's see. Tell him how he must stop this misfortune that will befall the common people. Sorry, just checking something. Let's see. These 30 years I have never... I have always let's see, how do I say it? Prohibited myself from taking a life. I have had kindness. I have tried to hold kindness in my heart. It seems that today I will not be able. I will be unable to avoid spilling blood. I am filled with great pain. Yeah. Oh, it looks like he has steeled himself. He is realizing he may not be able to avoid bloodshed himself, or committing some bloodshed himself. Right. Okay. I think I got the idea. Let's see. Our Buddha, your student Hui Yuan, is willing to use his life to sacrifice his own life in order to let's see, use his own life to bury let's see, to bury the absent soldiers who will be killed by his own hands. Oh dear. Oh, I see. You kind of see where he's going with this, right? It seems like he's going to yeah, I'm actually trying to. There's a saying he's saying here. Yeah, I see what he's trying to do. I think this is a... Sorry, I just had to look up this because I also don't know how to translate it. Because I am not Buddhist. I had to figure out this, but I see what he's saying here. May the kindness of our Buddha cross over to all the way to Paramita. It's the realm above life and death for Buddhism. All of this sin, I will... Please allow me, your student, to shoulder Amitabha. Yup, he's gonna do something outrageous that was technically against the teachings of Buddha, but he's saying he wishes to do it, and that's why he's saying I should be punished for it. Anyway, Septim, there is a matter that members of the lead souls to the other side. I shall carry their sins alone. Oh, he's saying for their souls. That's true. For the people that die. I see. Thank you. Actually, that makes more sense. Yeah, it's one of those things where, yeah, Paramita, which is the other side in this case. It's kind of funny, but the souls of the Islamic warriors would technically rather be going to heaven than to Paramita. But you know, in any case, it's just kind of interesting watching different religions interact. It's actually, I mean, we all believe we're right, I guess. I think the sooner everyone realizes that, it's more like, then there can be more peace. Like, we all think we're right. So everyone, like, I mean, like, I guess maybe some religions think we're right. We're all right too. Some religions actually believe like there are multiple paths. Like, I think Hinduism is one of them, but it's kind of very interesting. And then other religions like my own don't think that, and then like, but Islam doesn't think that either. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. So, but I mean, like, in the end, well, like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But it is kind of interesting how different crisscrosses of religions can end up being. In any case, sorry, I just think I just found it quite interesting. Septem, there is a matter that I must leave to you. How do I say this? With great sincerity. I wish to leave with you with great sincerity. Please tell me, says Septem. Let's see. On this journey, I have truly been happy to have been able to know you, who, in spite of a great age difference from a different kingdom, but was able to let's see. Was able to have let's see. How do I say this? Yeah, and have an intimate, like, not an intimate relation, maybe it's like a close relationship with you. I think that's the best way to put it. Since it's a run-on sentence in Chinese, I have to split it apart. But yes, he's saying that he's happy that he's someone who could have, like, understand him, who could understand him despite coming from a different kingdom and despite a great age difference, obviously. His Septem is like in his 20s, I remember. He's very young compared to Xuan Yuan. In the moment, I will go down and stop and devise a way to stop the advance of the Arab soldiers. A soulmate. Yeah, exactly. Oh, let's see. If I were to die in battle, please cremate my remains and bring them back to my. Let's see. How do I say this? Bring them back to my order, I guess. Let's see. My sect. that would be what. To my sect, the Shaolin temple in the great kingdom of Tang. What are you saying? Are you didn't you say that you were not going to participate in the battle? See, at present, the Abbasids will will let's see, are about to attack the kingdom of Tang. Let's see. I'm afraid the two kingdoms, because I'm afraid because of this, will be locked in battle for many years. Let's see. As I am a fool, so I have only let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I am a mere fool, so I was only able to think of this one method to stop this calamity from spreading any further. Let's see. Septim, you too must have seen it. The art of war and the art of deception are not exhaustive. Yeah, not exhaustive. Maybe not exhaustive. Are not the entirety of it. Losing China, who has lost its rule of benevolence, is now no longer a match for the Abbasids. Promise me, do not abandon your journey to seek the truth, to seek let's see. I know there's a seek the true meaning of the rule of benevolence, to bring it back to your homeland. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that he says that that it's actually very interesting, because like you would think a Chinese game might be more sympathetic to the Chinese cause in this particular war, or they would say like, oh, like China was like, because it's just far out in the western frontier, China can't use its full strength or something like that. But it's actually very interesting that they, in this moment, they choose to portray the Chinese side as actually like being like I mean, I guess they kind of put it themselves in the corners, more like, for if you're a Chinese kingdom doing all the kingdom of Tang doing all these terrible things, like, I mean, like, from a story perspective, you really wouldn't want them to succeed anyway. We're not supposed to root for them. Just think it's kind of funny that this is a Chinese game, yet we're not cheering for the Chinese side at all. But I mean, but yeah, in actuality, I don't think the power balance between the two countries was not so lopsided. So the Abbasids decided not to pursue into further into Tang territory, because it was just, the losses in this battle were just so, I already mentioned it multiple times, but like in actuality they were kind of evenly matched, and it was kind of like a lot of great losses, so nobody really wanted to do any. We're just like, nope, we're not doing it. We can't keep losing this many men and spending this many resources for nothing. And like, the price of victory was just too great. Let's see. On this journey, I am truly apologetic that I was only able to accompany you up to this point. But I am extremely joyful that I was able to. I had the fortune to have this have a destiny with you up to in this life, I guess, like to be able to forge a destiny with you in this life. Oh, Master Huiyan, the situation has already ended up in this. Let's see. The situation has already ended up like this. Is there any need for you? Let's see. He says, Septim, you know how you know how you know my nature. Please, you must protect the Prince Yuan well. Do not let's see. Do not make me have regrets. All right, we've got a. Let's see. Yep. Oh yes, we've got a fun, interesting one. I think it's like is it a sutra? I'm not sure what I would call it. Let's see. I'm sure it's something very famous in Buddhism, but I'm really not familiar with Buddhism very much. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a fun one to translate. This is just one thing he wants to. Let's be in part. Let's see. Let's see. 漫漫红尘佛天愿，悠悠白云西山垂。古灵深沙埋壮志，宿梦未愁我心悲。I am like, yeah, I feel like this will take a lot of time to translate, and I don't think we have the time to spend here to think to do it. So because it's a little bit of imagery and metaphors, so like I might just jump this one, and then if I may get back to you with a little bit with like a translation afterwards, so that way we don't spend a lot of time, even though I know these are his parting words, but this is kind of poem like, so it's not going to be easy. Or thank you. From the localization. Thank you. Actually, that's a good idea. Just take it from the localization. Yeah. Yeah. Hongsen, I think, is dark. I think that is. But anyway, we'll go with the localization since they did all the work for us. Actually, I guess it's kind of literal too. In the earthly world, Dharma is still beyond reach. Just like the clouds floating high above the mountain. In the canyon and under the sand, I will be buried, together with my unfulfilled dream and deepest sorrow. Yeah. 未愁我心悲 means like my unfulfilled wishes, I guess. I actually think wishes make me, but dream is fine too. Actually, Sumen is dream too. Actually, wait, no, I'm dumb. Xinbei is sorrow, because bei it means sorrow. So actually, I think they're actually on point in this one. They're on point. Thank you, localization. I think you actually did a pretty decent job. he wanted to go to. Yeah, let's see. I originally wished to go toward, go westward to India and travel to seeking the and travel and seeking not the path, or like seeking knowledge. Maybe I should just say it that way, even though like that it literally means to seek a path, but he just means like, or seeking you could say seeking dharma, which is like, which might make more sense as a Buddhist. And because India is the birthplace of Buddhism, so it would make sense. I actually don't know how. Yeah, I actually don't know how. To be honest, I don't actually know how old Buddhism is at this point in time. So I don't actually know, because like nowadays there's not as many Buddhists in India itself now, because the dominant religion is Hinduism, and even Hinduism is like a collection of, is itself not a religion of like a central organization or something. It's a very like, there's just so many, it's just a vast array of like deities and stories, and this is just, I'm not the person to talk about that, since I only know a little bit about Hinduism. It's a fascinating religion itself too, and it's like not an ultra centralized one. But anyway, sorry, getting a little off topic. Let's see. Seek Dharma. It appears that now that dream will know. There is no way for that dream to be fulfilled. Oh, yep. Xuan Yuan is going to do a big in Arab. I am a warrior of Tang, Xuan Yuan. No, none of you. Oh, let's see. How do I say this? I'm trying to say it in a epic way, essentially. Not one of you will be permitted to take a step forward, a single step forward. None of you, or like I say, like, do not even think you can take a single step forward. Would be even better, maybe. Let's see. Just now, the ones who fell were but the vanguard. But who knows? Let's see. But the kingdom of Tang has innumerable warriors. Warriors like myself. Let's see. If you wish to enter the great kingdom of Tang, then you will have to pass through me. The soldiers say. Humph. Humph. Are you not the old man who was unable to kill anyone, who has been trying to help the kingdom of Tang? Why should we be afraid of you? Master Xuan Yuan. Is it descending? Isn't he? Let's see. Isn't he sending himself to his own death? Let's see. No matter how powerful his martial arts is, his kung fu is, or I guess it really would be kung fu in this case, like what we would in English are thinking as we associate with kung fu. Let's see. It is merely the power of a single man. There's no way he would be able to defeat all of the Arab warriors. Oh, God in heaven, and not that. Remember Lao Tian, the not the Chinese god. No. Let's see. How is it that an old master who was always speaking of kindness is now has now become like become as a demon, becoming fiercer with every let's see, becoming fiercer with every kill. Yeah, I remember there was a little talk about how, like, I mean, I think it's actually funny because I actually learned this it was actually from a Japanese, from anime, or like manga, I guess, Flame Rekka. There was a warrior that embodied like that, like the feeling of, embodied Buddha in the sense. He would allow 3 strikes from the opponent, and like, if after 3 strikes, he would not strike back until after the 3rd strike, to mirror like this tenet of like Buddha becoming as a demon in order to in order to fight for righteousness or something like that. I'm not, as I said, I'm not a Buddhist, so I only have a very low level knowledge of it, but it just reminds me of that. But anyway, let's just hear what the Septim has to say. Pretty common to see in martial arts shows too. Like that concept of Buddha becoming a demon. Yeah, I feel like it's not my first time. See. So I see. I understand Master Hui Yan's intention. Oops, I need to make sure I don't lock my phone. There you go. Well, Morty, I'll let you strike me 3 times first. Yeah, I feel like it's a core tenet. It's a tenet of Buddhism. I don't know where it actually comes from, but I guess it must be pretty common if you see it in different countries. Let's see. He wishes to make the Arabs believe incorrectly, or like be not confused. Like, how do I say this? He wishes to fool the Arabs into thinking that there are many warriors of his caliber, or let's see, many great expert warriors, so that the cost of attacking the Kingdom of Town will be too great. He is doing this in order to prevent an even greater massacre in the future. Yes, so basically it's a bluff, essentially. By putting his life on the line, he's trying to show that he's trying to make them think, oh no, if we fight further, we're gonna have to deal with way more people of Hui Yan's level, and that would really suck. Oh. This is the very last present he is leaving for us. Using his own life, he wanted to He wanted to teach teach us the true meaning of the rule of benevolence. We found them. There are Tang soldiers here. Whoa! Wait! We are not your enemy! Nonsense! Just we clearly saw you allied together with that Tang with that cleric of the Tang Kingdom down below. Ah, crap. Widad says, Septim? Why are you here? Widad? Oh, Widad is here. Septim says, like, Widad? And these soldiers said, Lord Widad, these people are to ally with the Tang army. Please allow us to take care of them, says the soldiers. Widad says, No, wait. They are merely travelers. I have seen them before in Damascus. Not Great Damascus, sorry, almost read it wrong. All of you wait down below. I will talk with them. Septim, I never would have thought that I would encounter you here. And don't worry, I don't think, by the way, it's probably unlikely that we were going to die here, because we still have a whole game to go. And anyone who has seen the box art of this game already knows that we haven't encountered a certain character on that box. So we can't die here yet. Just in case, like, it's not really a spoiler if you have the promotional material. Anyway, speaking honestly, I thought that the two of us there would never be another day where the two of us would meet again. Oh, wonderful! Is someone you know? You know each other. Please tell him that he says him, by the way. Please tell him that I am the Prince of Tashkent. I am their ally, and that I am not allied to the Kingdom of Tang. Ah, you are the Prince of... you are that Prince of Tashkent. It is an honor. Let's see. Your unit in Baghdad at the moment is locked up is locked up in the swamp area. This battle is an army by myself and Commander Suleiman, who in order to take revenge for you ... Widad, congratulations on your victory over the Kingdom of Tang. But did you come here to capture me? Septim, what kind of question is that? Put down your sword. I have come to save you all. Save me? Yes. That Tong cleric who is who is killing down at the foot of the mount. Or let's see. How does it say this? Give me a second. Let me rephrase that. Or like that town cleric is has down the is down at the foot of the mountain and has stopped his prohibition against taking life. And also a great number of my brothers has seen you together with him earlier. ... And now I'm in a very difficult position. I do not wish to see you be let's see. I do not wish to see you be killed, even though you are innocent. Yet, if I were to let you go, I would not be able to provide an explanation for my brothers. Oh, we died. Always. She's being. I almost, in a way, she's like a, I guess a bro. She's being a, but not in that sense, I suppose. Let's see. How about this? Why don't you go ahead and pretend that you are prisoners of war that I have captured, and go together with me? That way, things will appear legitimate, and there will be no one who will attack you all. So I see. So once the battle has ended, you are going to let us leave. Of course. Besides, you aren't actually my prisoners of wars. Please, you have to believe me. You have to believe in me, Widad. She says in Chinese. She says her name, but it sounds weird in English. It sounds more arrogant in English, which is not the feeling you're supposed to get. That truly is a wonderful idea. So Septim, shall we go ahead with this? Widad, thank you. I trust you. Or I believe in you. And Septim says, and she says, Septim, I thank you as well for being willing to believe in me. Widad says, these two have surrendered to us. From this moment forward, they are my prisoners of war. Without my permission, not a single one of you are permitted to harm them. Yes, Commander Widad. Everything is all right now. Please, I will now take you out of this battlefield. Yay! Thank you, Widad. Whew, that was a long sequence. Allow us to save. Widad's theme is pretty cool. Oh, it's such a pleasant to see Widad. Anyway, we're going to save back on file 1, all the way back in Venice. Wow, the Venice Great Cemetery. That was a long time ago. We get the magic leaf. Yeah, this is the only way we're gonna leave, so... Off. I guess we're gonna retrace our steps. So anyway, we are... Yeah, if you had anything you needed to pick up, this would be the time to do so. At the same time, in the battlefield in the ravine, someone says, "Be careful! This man is a monster! Avoid him! Do not get near him!" Be careful of this evil demon. Let's see. Everyone, hurry and and go around him on both sides. Yeah, no, everyone's like, yep, looks like Hui Yan has passed. Yep, that's it. That's the end of Hui Yan. He was able to stop the... He may not have been able to defeat the army, but he managed to inflict great amount of damage. So nice to be able to walk through this without having to move a lot. Or sorry, having to fight. It's kind of funny. That we were just like technically we could have just chosen to explore with Widad instead and not face so many soldiers, but it's okay. The EXP is appreciated. Master Hui Yan. Old master, you really were how you really were foolish. You just, if you had just chosen not to get involved with our affair and continued your own journey, you would not have ended up like this. Septim. Lord Widad, you mustn't get close. Please do not get close. This man has clearly should be dead, but just now, when two of our brothers drew near him, they were knocked. They ended up getting knocked down. Lord Widad, this man is not a human. He is a monster. Septim, in my position, I was truly powerless to save him. I feel greatly apologetic. Or I guess maybe I could say that I am truly sorry. Widad, this was not your fault. I had not a single intention of blaming you. He really was a great teacher. From him, I've learned so many. Or let's see. I have learned about so many things that in the past I had never really truly given great thought about. Widad, I wish... Let's see. Widad, I wish to have have my master's corpse cremated and take him back to his homeland of the kingdom of Tang. That would be no problem. It's just that my brothers, at the moment, not a single one of them dare go near him. No, I can do this alone. Allow me to help. It is you can be let's see. Hell, at the very least, it will be. You could consider it a one last thing I can do for the old master. Let's see. Farewell, Master Xuan Yuan. Yeah, 永别了 is a pretty strong way of saying farewell. It means like I will never see you. It literally means I'll never see you again. It's usually used for someone who dies, and like, and given the Chinese concept of like, I mean, sometimes people will say see you in a different. Hope may we see you again, meet again in a different life. But oftentimes, like 永别了 is used like when someone has died, which means like we will never see you again. Alright, so... Oh, crap. I just realized this is going to go really fast. Okay, okay. And 751 AD, or like the... Let's see. Hold on, let me see. How do I say this? I want to translate one of the parentheses for AD 751. I think it's called. I think it's still called that. Yeah, I'm like this is Tang Xuanzong is I think it's the emperor, I think, of the time. In his 10th, I think it's in the 10th year of his reign. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think it's the 10th year of his reign. Yeah, because Tianpao just means like is a marker for year, in the 10th year of his reign. Because Tang Xuanzong is the emperor, the name of the emperor of Tang at this time. In AD 751, in the 10th year of the reign of Tang Xuanzong, the Arab Empire, the Abbasids, and the great king empire of Tang, the two most powerful empires of east and west, had a great battle in Talos in Central Asia. The kingdom of the empire of the great Tang faced great defeat, and with almost its entire force destroyed. After this battle, Huang Lei. I'm just thinking about the fact that technically it would have been his fault because of like your silliness. His one move by angering so many kingdoms might have actually cost them. Like, let's see. after this battle, the authority of China within the western frontier would be diminished heavily, and they would they would never again have the power to enter into Central Asia. Let's see. The empire of the Arab empires power would be like the let's see. How do I say this? Would be like the sun in the midst of day, with its culture spreading out at great speed, and soon its influence would surpass the kingdom of Tang and become the most advanced kingdom of that time. Here we have. I think they would probably be right, because like I think like that hurting Tang influence, getting hurt that way would probably diminish their influence in affairs outside of the Tang dynasty. So probably not till. I think probably not too. Well, anyway, I'm not even that well versed in Chinese history either. So, but I do know that like it will be a while before the glorious period of the Tang dynasty would be I guess surpassed again. Well, not surpassed, but kind of reached again. But it would be another different dynasty, of course. I think Ming dynasty was like at one time the most powerful. And then they kind of secluded themselves too. So then they got surpassed anyway. And a lot of the reasons why the 1800s was so bad for China was because the Qing dynasty like could not keep up with Western powers. So the whole of China kind of got carved up by the English and various other Western forces, I guess. But anyway, we're not here for talking about the 1800s. That's way too late. Anyway, we'll continue. Widad, the battle has ended. Anyway, I also gotta... Yeah, probably after this scene, I'm gonna have to like... going to have to probably wrap it up, but like... Because like, if we get into any more of these long scenes, we're in trouble. Let's see. Widad, the battle has ended. Let's see. I promise Master Huiyan that I would bring his cremated remains back to the kingdom of Tang. So then, may I ask you to bring back the Prince Ren back to Baghdad? Oh well, that won't do. You are not permitted to leave. You will go together with me back to Damascus, the kingdom of... What? Isn't that different than the agreement we had back then? I haven't gone back on on the agreement. I have already given freedom back to the Prince Ren, but as for your portion, I've changed my I think I've changed my mind about that. From this moment forward, you are my slave. I will take you back to the kingdom of Islam, and will not let you go to let you again go to the Tang kingdom or wherever. With that, what are you thinking?
Hindi. I've pronounced it Hindi before, but actually it's more Hindi. I know it sounds like Hinduism, but not that Hindi, because K is more of a sound in Arabic. So like, Hindi truly misses you. If you were to continue to stay inside Arabia, he would be very happy. Of course, the happiest person would be myself. No. Yeah, Widad, I'm very happy to have to hear about your good intentions, but I've already promised Master Huiyuan that I will take his remains back to the kingdom of Tang. Widad says, I knew you would say that. Come out. Yes, Commander Widad. This servant who was allied to that cleric of the kingdom of Tang wishes to escape there. Block him. Widad, you. I, Widad, have always had my own methods of doing things. Sorry. Septim. Now let's see. There should be no harm if you listen to her. Since the kingdom of Tang has lost to the kingdom of Islam, there is no reason for you to go. She has a good point. She's like, these conditions sound great. Why in the world would you want to go there? No. In the past, I discovered that this woman has some kind of strange scheme toward how do I say this? Strange schemes towards Septim. Nicole, I really respect. I truly admire the fact that you could just say you had the gall to say all that. Aren't you the one who was scheming for Septim in the very beginning? Meow 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 meow. Let's see. That's enough. I Septim. Let's see. I, Septim, can make my own decisions about where I wish to go. I'm not going to let anyone decide for me. My head, it hurts. What's going on? My head, it's like it's being split apart. Septim, what's going on? Look at I was gonna joke that, hey, all the fangirls of all the lovers of Septim are in one place. That's super fun. I just think it's just this scene having all three of them is just like, yep, there you go, the Septim fan club. Granted, I do believe Widad probably has the lead on this one. I don't think he really cares for Nicole and Kama that way. Anyway, we'll continue. Septim, what's wrong? Was it because Widad and Kama were too evil, so they made you so angry you feel lightheaded? Oh my goodness. You dumb Nicole. Stop speaking nonsense. The fact that he hasn't already been angered to death by you is a greater miracle than the pyramids of Egypt. Meow meow. Oh my goodness. My head, my body. That's Septim. Septim. Oh. After 5 years. Oh. And the Arab. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa! I think it was like in the second capital of the Kingdom of Islam. I didn't see the rest. It was too fast because CPM is not a priority for this game. Anyway, I was saying that we'll continue. Oh, let's finish this sweeten up. Septem says like, so it was a dream. Just now I had a dream about many things from the past. Whoa. Septim, what are you dressed as? Where is this place? It appears to be a great city full of grandeur. Nicole? Kama? Ankh? What's going on? The three of them aren't inside the kettle. Where have they gone to? Send capital of the Arab Empire. So it is Baghdad. Okay. Obviously, this is a different Baghdad than the one from 5 years ago. And probably closer to its current incarnation. Although that, it's gone through some stuff. But you can still see some grand parts. The city is actually still really cool. From I've seen the videos. Uh-oh. Muspel says like, Lord Septim, is there anything you wish for me to... You wish for me to take care of? Oh. Whoa. Also glad that at worst case, if we did have to stop, we do have the save before this, so... And it's right before this cutscene anyway, so we would get through it pretty fast. That requires my assistance, maybe? Oh no! What? Where are my weapons? And this is the blue demon. She's like, Master, is there anything that you wish to command us for? Is there any matter that you desire to command us? The blue demon god? Why are you here as well? Weren't you frozen? Master, what are you saying? You were the one who released me, and now I and Muspel are your loyal subordinates. Master, is there any task that you wish for us to do? This has gotta be a dream. Yeah, they would not be this amicable towards Septim. Septim's like, there none at present. You may yeah, let's see. You may return as ordered. What is going on here? Mori says like, Great Emir, the Emperor of the Franks and an emissary from the Kingdom of Tang have all arrived. Please. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely gotta be a dream. There was no way he'd have that power, level of power. Please head over to the carriage, and so to head over to the carriage headed for the great Or like may you the Great Hall, yeah. Aren't you that Moray? Just now, what did you call me? Lord Septim, you are the Emir of Baghdad. And basically, it says in parentheses, the highest in command. Me? The Emir of Baghdad? Yes. You are the... Let's see. Yes, at the moment in our kingdom of Islam, yeah, you have the highest amount of power outside of the Caliph. Hold on. Maybe did I translate that right? Actually, I'm gonna double check. See? Outside your window is the great city of Baghdad. Let's see. See the buildings with the round... with the dignified and let's see, Yoya is like beautiful. Maybe I'm trying to think how they say it in English. Dignified and elegant round tops, probably like the ones with the minarets and stuff. Let's see. Anyway, it was you who designed them yourself, and let's see. And built it. Is that so? These buildings were built by me. Widad says, General Mori, I truly apologize. My husband's amnesia has appeared once again. So sorry for it. Sorry for the trouble with. Let's see. So sorry for the trouble with Dad. And yes, she's saying husband. Let's see. What? Every time my husband dreams about the past, when he awakens, it's as if he has a temporary amnesia. In the moment, he should naturally recover. So you needn't worry. Mori says like, oh, you don't need to say that, Mistress Widad. Like, speaking honestly, for Lord Widad to be able to have such a warm and capable wife like yourself, that is what truly makes one envious. Like after you got married, the two of you not only were you harmonious in love, but you as a couple were able to aid the Caliph to how do I say this? I think it's to conquer left and right, but hold on. To fight. We're able to fight, to wage battles for the sake of the Caliph, so that today you were able to get such high positions or something. Yeah, this is like, but then again, it said 5 years have passed. So, I wonder. Or maybe illustrious positions. There you go, illustrious. Sorry, not just high. I wanted to make sure. I'm married to Widad. General Moray, may I ask you to go ahead and accommodate the guests? I and my husband will go over there in a moment. Yes, Mistress Widad, I will go now. My husband Septim. Let's see. What has happened to you today? It seems like your amnesia is very acute. Come, why don't you go ahead and relax a bit, relax a little. Gaze upon my face so that you can slowly remember. Let's see. Gaze well upon my face so that you may slowly remember. You must do not forget even about me, or do not end up like, I guess how to say this. She's trying to make sure that he doesn't forget about her. Please don't forget about me. And Septim says like, you are Widad. You are my wife, who I love the most. Oh, right. I remember. I am the Emir Septim. The one who has truly the greatest amount of power in the Empire of Islam. Wonderful, my husband. You finally remembered. Come. Let's see. Your greatest wish these past 5 years is finally about to be fulfilled. Let us go to the Great Hall. We mustn't let our guests wait too long. Alright, well, we are finally at time, so this is a very strange set of affairs. We will find out just the true answer of the mystery behind this. So it took a while. Sorry, the scene took a long time, but we are finally past the Battle of Talas River. So I am very curious to see where this goes. I do know we probably are going to have to get those remains to the Kingdom of Tang, but for now we are here in Baghdad. So I'm curious what the state of affairs really is, or if this is all one big dream. Well, that would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Anyway, if you did enjoy the stream, we do have a Discord where we discuss this game and other games of interest. Or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter or X down below. You can see archives of previous, and also Blue Sky as well. You can see archives of previous streams on the on that YouTube channel, or if you're on YouTube itself, you're already there. So I have been uploading them. We're trying to beat the May 19 deadline, so it will take us some time. So yeah, stay tuned, and I will try to upload more. A lot of them are privated, so you can't see them yet, but they will be made public once I finish uploading more. Probably once we're done with the mass upload, I'll be showing them publicly. A lot of them are just streams from earlier years, so yeah, please bear with us. We're gonna try. I'm just trying my best. It's a lot of content to upload. Anyway, we'll see you on Wednesday for more to find out what happens. And I guess that's it for now. So, I guess as always, 晚安, which means good night. And 下次再见 means see you next time. And 谢谢收看, which is thanks for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you. 愿你的一天有福. May your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys have a good one and see you around. Bye now.